Okay, so I wanted to make this video because holy moly, the world is on fire! At least for the TADC fandom. So before I watched the finale, and no, I haven't been spoiled by anything. I don't know how difficult it is to avoid spoilers for something when you know there are spoilers, so you just don't look, close your eyes. Anyway, I'm going to watch it day one in movie theaters, and it's going to be awesome. But before I do, and with the little information that I do know, because apparently people are not happy with how the movie went or how it ended. I don't know how it ended, but I just know that people are just very upset, as most people are. So I'm going to say right off the bat that the movie or the ending will be absolute trash if we find out that this is all a dream or none of it was real or just something along those lines. Because as far as we are aware, or at least for me, I was invested that these characters were real life people trying to find an exit and trying to go back to their lives. And if that's not the case, and all of this really is pretend, like Jax was saying, and there's no real world to go back to, um, then that's going to be a little bit disappointing. But as a Jax fan, it's going to be good for me too because that means Jax was right, and he was right since the very beginning. Um, yeah, but I think so the good ending would be the fact that this is all real and they could all go back to their regular lives. There is an exit, all that stuff. Um, yeah, so I mean that's pretty much the whole video. But obviously we're gonna get some ribbit in the movie, but we're not gonna get them back. I don't think we're gonna get anybody back. Um, I think. What do you think? Who's gonna abstract in the movie? I think somebody's gonna abstract, and I don't want it to be Jax because please God, Jax has suffered enough. He does not deserve to be killed off. He deserves his redemption. He deserves it. He deserves it. He is literally the most traumatized person in the circus. He deserves the redemption. Please. Please, I need it. And if Jax dies or if he abstracts, sure. But if he gets like revived, which could be the case if they like try and revive Kane somehow, and then Kane's all like, actually, I actually could fix everything up and make your lives easier and better. And then he fixes all abstractions and brings back all the characters. Well, that is a huge pipe dream. So, with that said, um, I'd rather nobody abstract because if, as far as we know, whoever abstracts, that's it. They're gone. They're done. So the worst case scenario would be, I'm not saying that it will be a bad ending or a bad movie ending, but if Jax has to sacrifice himself in order for everyone else to go back to their lives, which sounds like it's leading to that when you talk about like when Zubal's telling Jax, like, don't you have anyone to go back to? And obviously Jax has nobody to go back to because, again, the most traumatized character in the whole circus. So that's a very, very strong possibility. Jax sacrifices himself, but if in that sort of ending, Jax sacrificing himself would just completely redeem him, and all the Jax haters can be quiet. Um, yeah, but like I said, that's not necessarily a bad ending to the show. It would actually be pretty good, but I don't want that because I don't want Jax to die. But it really, really seems that way. because apparently everybody else has something to go back to, but who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Do you know? Do you know? What do you. Ow! Oh my god. You crazy, man. You crazy. You crazy, man. What else? What else? Yeah, I mean, I love Jax. I don't want anything to happen to him. I don't want anything to happen to anybody. My top three is Pomni, Jax, and Gangle. Which, thinking about it now, the trailer did show something about Gangle, but I don't think that's anything to be worried about. I'm pretty sure that the final episode, if it's going to be an hour long, it's going to be like 5 to 10 minutes of them freaking out and then explaining like what's happening, and Kane's gone and they gotta live in the circus without Kane and everything's falling apart. And then the next thing would be like either everyone splits up and then somehow Jax and Pomni get alone together and they finally confront like what's going on and what Jax is about. And then from there, they're definitely going to spend a decent amount of time with the Jax and Ribbit and Kaufmo flashbacks. If not Kaufmo, then just Jax and Ribbit. And then after that, Jax is going to realize how much Pomni resembles Ribbit, and that's why he feels that way. And then he's going to release all the trauma that we do not know yet. We just know that he's very traumatized. But we don't know exactly. He could have no parents. He could have a horrible childhood. That's probably why he makes fun of other people, because he got made fun of as a kid or even his whole life. And maybe his parents were never there for him, or worse, his parents were abusing him or something like that. Like, there's obviously something. And that's another reason why I don't like Jax haters, because it's like they completely ignore that about him. And then they focus on shit like this. It's like, oh yeah, dude, Jax is just a bully. He's so mean. I can't stand him. What a bully. Like, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Oh, God. Fuck. Fuck. Yeah, Jax. Me too. There's nothing more to me. So please, just stop looking. Ooh. And he's like the best one on the show. Like, even if you don't like how he acts, he's literally one of the best people for this show. Like, he's the top one, bro. I don't care about Zubul. I don't care about Ragatha, to be honest. I don't care about... Well, I like Gango, but I don't really care. If I want to, like, divulge deeper into a character, it's going to be Pomni and Jax, 100%. We already know what Kinger's about. Not to say that he isn't interesting. What the fuck is this commercial? Jesus Christ. Yeah, but, you know, Jax is clearly the best. We've known this. He's the most popular character next to, like, Pomni and Kinger. And, you know, I just wanted to put my words out there before seeing the finale. And then after the finale, obviously I'm going to make another video after that. And I'm either going to be really happy or really mad or really sad, because I do not know what to expect. So just to recap, the absolute worst thing that we do not want happening is to have Jax die or sacrifice himself for the greater good. And the worst thing ever would be that it's all fake and it's not real and it's just a dream and these are just like AI copies or whatever. And yeah, they're just going to be stuck there forever. But we'll get into that after. We'll see what the ending brings. And then, yeah. Did I get everything? Oh, yeah. And if everybody dies and then It just ends right there. That'd probably be the worst one. Having it be a dream and then having them all be fake AI characters, that's kind of like two different things. So the worst is everyone dies. The second worst is that it's all a dream and none of it ever happened. The third worst would be that they are in fact not real people, or if they are real, they're like copies of real people. But as far as these characters go, like they're not real. Like there's nothing to exit from, there's no real world to go back to, because they are just characters. Just like Jack said, they are cartoon characters. It doesn't matter if they came from a real person. The fact is that they are copies in a fake world, a digital world, and that's just their lives now. Which wouldn't be too bad. It would lead to more potential for the series in the future, if that even happens, because you already know what the fuck's going on with that. That's a whole shit show. But yeah, we shall see what happens with our little funny bunny. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty obviously what this is going to come down to. It's going to be Jack's focused finale, Pomni focused finale. Everyone else, I mean, I don't really care to see it. I don't care to see any more of Gangle. I do not give a shit to see any more of Zubul. I do not give a shit to see more Ragatha. That's it. Kinger, Pomni, Jax. That's what we want in the finale. If we get some boring ass filler with any other characters about some dumb shit. Oh, sorry, Ribbit too, but that's a given because we already seen the trailer. If we see any other pointless dumb shit with any of those other characters, it's just going to be a waste of screen time. So we'll see what happens. Good luck, everybody. Avoid the spoilers. Let's hope for the best. Maybe some of you have already watched it. But despite everything, it was a nice run. It's been years. It's been 3 years for 9 episodes. This is what I've been waiting for. And it's actually pretty crazy. So let's hope for the best. And let's all enjoy that movie experience. That's going to be very nice to see with other fans. Okay, bye.